All right, guys, welcome to the Alt Weekly Review Preview. We're going to look at the alt cards that sold last night on Thursday, October 9th. Remember, these alt auctions always end on Thursdays. This is going to be the October 9th results, and let me tell you, the top 10, you're looking at right at $1 million worth. This was no ordinary alt weekly auction. There's some real big surprises. There's also some usual suspects. Nothing but blue chip in the top 10 sold. You're talking about Steph. You're talking about Curry. You're talking about LeBron, etc., etc. Some really incredible results last night on Alt's weekly auction that ended on October 9th. We're then, of course, going to look at the Michael Jordan stuff that sold last night. We started to see hints of a Michael Jordan on, 90s plateau. We'll check on these results to see if that trend continues. Watch the video to find out. And then we're going to look at some of the incredible cards. There's already a card that's well over $500,000 that has, 7 days left at auction that's ending next Thursday, October 16th. You won't want to miss this card. It's not Jordan. It's not Kobe. It's not LeBron. It's not SpongeBob. It's the Splash Brothers. And it might be the best Splash Brothers, plural, card you've ever put eyes on. It's already over $250,000. Who knows where this thing's going to end? Some really exciting stuff happened last night. Some really crazy stuff is for sale ending next Thursday. Enjoy the video. I hope this gets your week off to a great start. 2 big videos coming out today. This one and one more. Don't miss it. Subscribe to the Cajun Cardboard channel now and hit the bell icon so you get notifications when new videos drop. Enjoy the video today, guys, and hope you have a great weekend. All right, here we go. Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. Let's get cranking first with the cards that ended last night. And we're going to start with, hold on. First, let me just tell you, there is an affiliate link. If you guys are interested in bidding on these alt weekly auctions, do me a favor. You can support my channel and you can let the folks at Alt know that my big mouth does matter to some extent. I've got an affiliate link, and I know it's a pain in the ass. If you can go into my YouTube description and copy that affiliate link, you can't miss it, and paste it into your web browser. I think it only lasts like 28 days. So I know it's a huge pain in the ass, but if you want to support the channel, if you want to continue getting the best of the best, most consistent content in the sports card hobby, use the Alt affiliate link that's in the YouTube description to this and every other video that I make. Just copy paste it into your browser and then save it as a favorites. I think the affiliate link works for like 27 days. I don't know, some tech genius can kind of translate that, but I'd appreciate it if you'd support the channel. If you're going to bid on Alt, use the affiliate link that's in the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. All right, let's get going. Let's talk about this, and we're going to start with a record scratch. What the hell? A Michael Jordan Wizards card. This is his 2002 Topps Chrome Black Border Refractor PSA 10. These were serial numbered to only $9.99. And yes, he is shooting his patented Michael Jordan fadeaway over his right shoulder, pissing on Flint's finest Morris Peterson Mopeet, national champion Mopeet from the Toronto Raptors. This card sold for $19,011. Holy heck, that is big. It's a pop 8. I am lucky enough to own a couple of copies of this card. Guys, this might be, guys, I think this is the highest sale in history for a Michael Jordan Wizards uniform. Remember, there's only 2 Wizards playing years, 01, 02. That's it. There are no other years. He played in 01, he played in 02. So you've got 2 years worth of cards. It's a really digestible number of cards. More about that soon. 19,811 last night. That is the all-time highest, breaking the prior all-time record, which was set on Fanatics on June 1st for 19,200. Remember, there's only 8 of these out there. There's only 99 of them printed. So tough card, tough grade, big results right there. Next, we got a Giannis gold. Giannis is big, but look, this is ridiculous. His arms are not that big, right? This is the PSA 8 Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is the Revolution vertical gold, because remember, there wasn't enough kabooms already. Now we have to make a vertical vertical and a horizontal. What's next? Diagonal? Are we going to have diagonal kabooms? Are we going to have upside down kabooms? I mean, what are we doing here, Panini? Boy, did you guys hit the print button and ruin a lot of stuff on the way out. But somebody disagrees. This card sold for $20,000 as a PSA 8 last night. And then the rich man's color match, right? We got the poor man's color match, which is the true blue serial number to 199. Then we got the rich man's color match, obviously. The 2018 Prism Blue Ice Luka Doncic, serial number to 99, PSA 10. Pop 42, shout out to Vin Baker, does $20,400 last night. Signs of life in the Luka Doncic market. Again, this is definitely not going to be a record if we go back. Yeah, I mean, how far do I have to go back? There you go. 2022, it sold for $66,000. How about we just keep going to 2021 when it sold for OMG $103,000. That's a lot of American dollars. $20,000 today is a good sale. This is 5-for-1 discount on 2021, but $20,400 is actually a really good result. The last two sold on eBay. Hell, the last three sold on eBay for $18,200, $16,100, $18,000, and $18,000. So $20,400, Luka Doncic, rich man's color match, blue ice, showing some serious signs of life there with a little 10% jump right there. How about this interesting Ja Morant optic downtown gold? Stay tuned. Hold that thought. A downtown gold sold for almost $100,000 last night. You're going to see it at the end of this video. It's in the top three. This Ja Morant, by the way, is he coming back scorched earth? He's already hurt his ankle. What's the deal with Ja Morant? Can this little kid play and stay healthy or not? Just stay out of trouble. Stop hurting yourself. Get on the court, because I don't know if there's anybody in the NBA more exciting to watch than him. Maybe Jakob Poeltl. Maybe Luke Cornett, but who's more exciting than Ja Morant and those other two guys? $20,400 for this BGS 10. And then you got to talk about Wilt. We got to look at the autograph. One of the game's greatest legends. Nobody's got more stories about him than Wilt. When I think of the guys who have the most stories told about them by their peers, Wilt is alone at the top. Okay, so Wilt is definitely alone at the top because he was freaking dropped on Earth from an alien planet, right? He was just way half a century before his time, and he might be out of his element right now. He was so freakishly athletic. But then you got Jordan, then you got Bird, then you got Kobe. I mean, you talk about the guys that have a lot of good stories told about them. That's your list right there, but Wilt's at the top of the list. This incredible from 1999 Upper Deck Retro is a PSA 1010, which makes it a pop 15. Just a really tough card. What an amazing autograph that is. $21,168. I guess we should see, is that a good sale? Yeah, it's right on the number. $21,168. It sold recently for $21,492. 14 was a pickup there. $21,960. So again, you're always going to be hyper focusing on the actual autograph, and I love it that Wilt Norman Chamberlain signed his full name. Not the Norman, but you get it. Wilt Chamberlain. Banana in the tailpipe, logo man, Asar Thompson, right? The green banana in the tailpipe, not the yellow Amen Thompson, but this is Asar Thompson. People expecting a really big year out of him and the Detroit Pistons, reloading, getting Jaden Ivey back. You got Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey in the backcourt. You got big Jalen Duren, sort of an old school throwback, kick your ass, punch you in the face, big rebounding, stiff, big guy that kind of protects the rim and is sort of an enforcer. And then you got Asar Thompson in the mix, who is expected to do really big things as their primary, kind of hybrid wing, extra long wing focus, already one of the NBA's best defenders. This is a big old card. $24,000 is a big old amount of dollars as well. $24,379 for that logo man. And then my favorite player on the Pistons, Cade Cunningham, 2021 vertical patch auto PSA 10, serial number to 25, does $25,560. I'm curious, are his cards up, down, in between, whatever? $5,000 for this card a year ago? Holy crap. And now we're looking at $25,560. What in the world? Could that be right? Is that right? $5,000. Now it's $25,560, and that's not even the highest sale. Card sold also in August on Alt for $28,800. Michael Jordan, big man on court. First appearance of Michael Jordan in this Alt weekly auction recap, and first appearance of Hakeem Olajuwon's right arm. PSA 10, $26,626. That's a lot of twos. It's a lot of sixes. Pop 35. Shout out to Kevin Durant. That is a low pop for a really important lenticular skybox big men on court. I think that's going to be the all-time record. In fact, I know it is. That is the highest price ever paid for the 1997 Skybox Z-Force Big Men on Court 26,626. You are looking at it. That's the record. The old record was also on alt 25,759 in September when it sold for 25,759. So a new number, 26,626. And then a Kobe Bryant Rubies rookie PSA 10 does $27,000. If there was a Kobe Bryant hierarchy or rookie rankings, pause for dramatic effect. Spoiler alert. Uncomfortable pause. This card would be at or near the top. This is a very, very big Kobe Bryant rookie card. 96 Skybox Premium Rubies, PSA 10, Pop 18. Shout out to Dave Cowens, who wore jersey number 18. $27,000 is, let's just go ahead and double the last sale from December of last year. This card was 9, 10, 12, 27. That's a huge jump right there. That is probably not going to be an all-time record unless it didn't sell. Yeah, there you go. 42,000 back in 2021. So another Kobe Bryant card that's scratching and clawing and trying to work its way back to 2021 prices. Another Kobe Bryant Kaboom card that sold for more. In what world? And again, I know, I get it. I'm supposed to talk positively about these cards, but damn it, if you watch my channel, I'm just going to tell the truth and I'm going to give you my opinion. And I think that's part of the reason people actually watch my stuff is because if I think something illogical or incongruent, for lack of a better word, how's that for a Cajun genius? So if there's an incongruency in the hobby, a financial incongruity, I will point it out. Here's a financial incongruity. That is a Rubies PSA 10 Kobe Bryant rookie card that is 29 years old. This is a cartoon drawing of Kobe Bryant that's 10 years old, that's in a lower grade. It is a BGS 9.5. It is a mixed gem, and it is a Pop 17, so same Pop. We're comparing like apples to spaceships here, but this card outsold it, and I just don't know what to say. And that is an all-time record for that as well, the Kobe Bryant 2015 Excalibur Kaboom. But I don't understand it, and maybe I'm just an old 51-year-old get-off-my-lawn guy, but like I just don't understand how this Kaboom picture drawing card could sell for more than an actual Kobe Bryant rookie card, Skybox Premium Rubies. I just don't understand it. It is what it is. 2013 Panini 1-in-1 Shock Face Steph Curry does 28.5. Speaking of incredible Kobe Bryant rookie cards, my goodness, what a pickup this is and what a card this is. This is the beautiful color match, not color match. This is the beautiful bedazzled, speckled Kobe Bryant Platinum Medallion, serial number to 250. This BGS 9.5 is a Pop 4. There's 8 PSA 10s. That's 12 gem copies of this card in existence, and this 9.5 does $28,800. Guys, that is so far down from 2021 prices when it sold for $39 twice in mid-2021. If you're a big believer in Kobe Bryant long-term and you think that just like Michael Jordan, 2021 is one day going to be a speed bump for Kobe Bryant cards, I like that pickup right there. It's a 9.5 min gem. And why don't we just go ahead and do it again? And here's something that's really freaking crazy. The PSA 10, that's a gold. Okay, I was about to say, that doesn't make any sense. The gold PSA 10 outsold the BGS 9.5 Platinum. Well, here's a nice little invitation to those watching. This is where the Cajun Collective can come in. Let me know your thoughts. How much are you sweating the nuts, for lack of a better term, of PSA when a BGS 9.5 Platinum Medallion sells for less than a PSA 10 Gold Medallion? That is an interesting comparison and contrast right there. I want every single person watching right this second, pause the video, go into the comments, tell me which one of these two Kobe Bryant rookie cards. First of all, you wouldn't kick either one of these out of bed for eating crackers. Both of these are insane, right? Ultra Medallion, Platinum 9.5, or a Gold 10. Which one of these are you taking for your $30,000? Or would you take maybe, I don't know, some kind of a brand new Honda Accord or something like that. 2018 Flawless Vertical Patch Auto Gold Steph Curry 32. And then one of Dirk Nowitzki. Speaking of maybe one of their best rookie cards, here's another one, 98 Skybox, of course, that's Pierce and Nowitzki and Vince Carter. That's your big three from 1998, and there's others in there, but those are the big three, right? And Dirk is the biggest of those three because he's first ballot. He's one of the 5 greatest, 8 greatest power forwards that ever lived. I would say 5 greatest, but let's say 8 greatest for sure. This is serial numbered only 25. So this Star Rubies is not like the Kobe Rubies that we just saw. This is the Star Rubies, serial number 25. PSA 8 does 33.6. That's going to be, I'm almost positive, that is going to be an all-time record. Dirk cards are up. He's happy about it. Natalia says basketball cards are up, damn it. And they are, and we know they are because we keep losing these auctions. So Dirk does really well right there. How about this freakish, I mean, if you want to lose sleep, show this to your kids. Your kids will never sleep another wink the rest of their lives. This is creepy as hell. I don't know what else to say. This is going to give me nightmares. It's going to haunt my dreams. It's reaching in and just ripping out my soul. This is the Steph Curry Night chewing on the mouthpiece cartoon bobblehead biggie. Is that what it's called? No, it's called a Slammy. Okay. 2024 Optic Slammy Pop 1, $38,000. Imagine a world where grown men pay more for this bobblehead cartoon Steph Curry manufactured thing that's a year old than a Kobe Bryant 1996 Rubies rookie card. I don't get it. It's just the world we live in. I just call it like I see it. Let me know in the comments, am I the crazy one? Am I the freaking crazy one here where this is happening? More Kobe Bryant Kaboom, $39,466 for this PSA 10 2019 Kaboom. Now, I like this Kobe image more than the creepy-ass Chucky, slammy thing that we just looked at for Steph Curry. This one's actually down. So are we seeing a little bit of a correction on Kabooms? Well, I don't know. It just depends. We need a much bigger sample size and we need a few more weeks. I've been calling for the end, not the end, but a serious reset and a pondering or a questioning maybe, and maybe some thoughtful moves when it comes to buying Kaboom cards, especially the golds, but really all Kabooms. And I haven't seen a Kaboom card that's not been an all-time record in quite some time. 42.9, 45.6, down to 39.466. So we'll see where this one's going. Steph Curry rookie 1010 does 40,500. Again, keep in mind, this card just sold for 2,000 more than the Chucky over here, Night Chucky. We're in the top 10, guys, and I told you it was Blue Bloods, and I wasn't lying. I ain't lying, as they say. I ain't gonna lie, as they say down here in South Louisiana. 2007 Upper Deck Chronology, Jordan BGS 9, 10 for the autograph. I love these chronologies. You know that. I always mention them. 43,604 for this Jordan. And then we've got a Jordan 2004 Exquisite autograph patches. This is a PSA 9, which is high grade for Exquisite. I did preview this card, right? Remember, these videos are reviews and previews. We're going to preview the cards that are available next week as well. We're in the review portion. I previewed this card last week. You guys knew about it. People went out there. They bid on it. This PSA 9 does $44,000 last night. It's a Pop 4 in PSA 9. There are no higher graded PSA. There's no PSA 10s. They don't exist. There are 2 9.5s, but this is as good as you can do with PSA. And this is right on the number. Last sale, 41, 45, 44. It is what it is. By the way, Jordan cards are up freaking 22%. Natalia, you can kiss my ass. Jordan is outperforming the card market. That's not a surprise. We knew that was the case, and that's more evidence right there. But this one does right on the number, $44,000. What about 2004 SP Authentic? This is a quad signatures. Jordan, Magic, Bird, Doc. Pretty good foursome. 45,976. Wow, what a card that is right there. That is a Pop 1 as well. There's only 2 copies of this graded by PSA, a 9 and a 10, and this is the all-time record because it's the only sale that Alt's pulling up for sure. Steph Curry patch auto does 54,600. This is his 2018 Flawless Star Swatch. Great looking huge patch there. Then Kobe Bryant Flawless patch auto, $70,000. Kobe Bryant Flawless Star Swatch signatures. I don't understand. I guess they mean star as in he's a star, he's a superstar, right? They don't mean shape of the star because there's Star Swatch out there that are shaped like a star that I'm familiar with. Again, I'm no ultra modern expert, but it's a little misleading. It's not the shape of a star, but man, what a patch this is. Damn, let's click into this bad boy right here. Look at that patch. Dang, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breaks, 3 color. Kobe BGS 9 autographed, just serial number 25, Pop 5. This card does a huge number, $87,600. Take that, Chucky Night Curry. And then our top three, we saw the LeBron James, optic vinyl downtown from 2024 Donruss Optics sell for $400,000 plus. This is his optic gold, and it sold for nearly $100,000. This PSA 10 is a pop 2. The last one sold a month ago. I don't know what world you live in where a card doubles, it goes up $50,000 in 1 month, but this one apparently did. It's the 2024 Optic Gold LeBron James. Keep in mind, this is a 22nd year card for LeBron James, and it sold for almost $100,000. Kobe Bryant, 96 chrome refractor with some greening, but it's a BGS 10. It probably happened after the grade was given. I don't know. You guys can do the research, and math nerds can run the numbers to see when this thing was graded. Rasho Nesterovic is a ghost in this card as well, which can only add value, right? Rasho Nesterovic, $156,829 for this card. That is wow, that's a big jump there. 100, 102, 123, 156. Oops, I clicked something I shouldn't have. Let me go back. Let's look. Kobe's up 28%, by the way. So just like Jordan, Kobe's up 28%. This card dipped all the way to 86 in 2023. Of course, we know it sold for buku, right? Back in 2021. Oh my God. Somebody bought this card for $500,000. Golly, those are the kind of people that just do not recover. But then again, the consensus would be, well, if somebody's got $500,000 to spend in a bull market on a sports card, then they're probably not hurting for money, so they're going to recover just fine. But hopefully that wasn't somebody's Grail baby, right? But somebody's into this for $500,000, and we're talking about how incredible a sale this was for $156. It just... Again, timing is everything in this hobby. You guys know that, especially when it comes to Chucky Doll, Steph Curry, 9 cards like this one right here. I just can't, I can't get past it. I can't stop thinking about it. It's got a velocity pattern in the background. It's like a real Steph Curry face with a shrunken cartoon body that tapers down. It's just everything. It's everything you could ever want in a card. Speaking of Steph Curry cards, real ones, this is his 2009 Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10. It does $165,251 last night. It is probably on the comeback. Holy mother of goodness. That is a big sale. This is a Pop 29 card right here. Shout out to the great Never Nervous Purvis Ellison from Louisville. My Cardinals, he wore jersey number 29, and there were 29 of these in existence. One of them went off the board last night for $165,000. Guys, look at the last 3 sales. This is not a year ago it sold for $59,000. Guys, that's not a year ago. Less than a year ago, it was $59,000. Now it's selling for $106,000 more. That is when you know strange things are upon us in the hobby. Congrats to the seller on that card. That's a huge sale last night for a serial number to 500 PSA 10 Pop 29 Steph Curry refractor rookie card. Cajun, tell us about Michael Jordan. We want to hear about Michael Jordan. We hate when you talk about anything other than Michael Jordan. You guys would be shocked. I get messages all the time saying, stop talking about other cards. Talk about Michael Jordan. Okay, I'll do my best. Here we go. Let's talk about Michael Jordan. Well, we started this auction recap off with this insane black refractor all-time record. Then we saw the big men on court all-time record. We already talked about those. We got a Sweet Shot Signatures Acetate BGS 9510 serial number to 25 does $18,000. Another Jordan auto from 2001 Upper Deck MJ Tributes does $17,400. How about 2 Dunkin' Go Nuts right next to each other that sell for almost the same? This is 2 10s and a 9 for edges. This is 2 10s and a 9 for surface. Okay, so I don't know. You guys have to look at these. Which one's more clear? Which one's this, that? Somebody's taking advantage of the Dunkin' Go Nuts market being at an all-time high right now. But I have predicted that these cards were primed for a little bit of a reset. I have not looked at these results yet. I don't know if these are good or bad sales. There's 132 of these, which is a pretty high pop for a Michael Jordan 90s insert. And we're seeing a little bit of a pullback. Okay, so the 9.5 has sold. Look, and here's the run-up that I was talking about, right? This is, guys, this is since March. Look how many have sold. And the prices are what's bringing these out. In March of this year, right? This is what? This is 7 months ago. This is 7 months ago. 9,000, 8,000, 8,000, 7,000. And then the card ran all the way up to $21,000. That's 3x, guys. That is a $7,000 card running up to $21,000. It's come back a little bit, 15.6, 15.6, 16.2. So We'll see. Are we seeing the peak of the Dunkin' Go Nuts gem copy or not? I have no idea. It always resets me when I go look at Michael Jordan prices. I hate it. I don't know why. It just does it whenever there's a search up there. Maybe there's another way to do it. I don't know. How about the Stadium Club Luminescent? This is the middle brother, right? Not the Luminous, the base, and not the Illuminator, which is preposterous, over 10,000 pack odds, right? This is the Luminous BGS 9.5. It does 10.5. The Electrifying does 9,913. That seems like a huge number to me. And then the Superstars BGS 9.5 does 8,166. Guys, do you see the difference between today's alt weekly auction Michael Jordan selection and maybe a year ago when I started doing these? Look at the difference in the quality of Michael Jordan cards. It used to be that I would go through like 4 or 5 Michael Jordan cards and that was the only relevant ones. Now I'm 15 deep and we're looking at $8,000 gem copies of tier 2 and tier 3 cards. I mean, this is bananas. This is crazy. And this is what a bull market will do. And this is why bull markets don't go on forever. What happens is when prices run up like this, people take their profits, as they should. I'm not faulting anybody. I'm doing it on certain cards as well. But when bull markets occur like this, the more nostril flaring the bull does, the more people are going to push their cards onto the table, the bigger the buffet gets. When demand goes down because prices go up and supply goes up at the same time, it's going to result in a plateau and then a little bit of a reset, and that's okay. It's natural for the hobby. We saw it happen, and here we are, 4 years after 2021, still talking about cards with a great deal of excitement. At least I am. Row 1, Michael Jordan, a base card nonetheless. Guys, a base card. 1997 Fleer Showcase, row 1, PSA 10 does 8166. Triple autograph, Jordan, Doc, and LeBron James, serial number to 15. Again, that's UMass, that's St. Vincent, St. Mary, and that's North Carolina. 8,166. A patch auto with a really bad faded auto. Again, it's got a 10 autograph. I am going to assume that this autograph faded after the 10 autograph grade was given by Beckett. Otherwise, Ray Charles was giving the grades out at BGS. And then we've got a BGS 8.5 big men on court. We've got a row 0 Michael Jordan. This is the only Flair Showcase Michael Jordan playing years card that is base, that is serial numbered. Of course, you've got the legacies numbered to 150 and 100, but this is the base row 0. This is not the legacy, but it's also serial numbered. Along the lines of the Dunkin' Go Nuts Translucent, another card that's probably a bigger card. This is probably a bigger card. It's certainly a lower pop than the Dunkin' Go Nuts, is this titanium. And it sold for $6,664. It just doesn't make sense to me that this card comes from a bigger product than Dunkin' Go Nuts. It looks just as good as the Dunkin' Go Nuts. It's lower pop than the Dunkin' Go Nuts, and it sells for about, 35%, 40% of the Dunkin' Go Nuts. Pop 172, maybe it's not lower pop. Maybe it's a little bit higher pop. BGS 9.5 is a pop 172. This one also grades really well. 66.64 is a good sale though. 49.23, 5,500. We're still in 2025. 3,000, 3,000, 2,000, 2,000. Guys, I think this might be the all-time record. In fact, I think it is. All-time record for BGS 9.5. It's a mixed gem, 97 Metal Universe Titanium. What an incredible looking card. Look on all, if you really want to get large TWSS, you can zoom, and then zoom again, and you can get a humongous image there. If you want to copy and paste this, if you just won this card and put it on Instagram, there's a great image for you to rip. What about the cards that are ending next week, Cajun? We're sick of you talking about cards that have in the past. It's time to be positive and forward thinking. This is the card I was referencing in the introduction, and my goodness, what in the hell is happening here? This is the 2024 Flawless Championship Tags, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, 1 of 1, dual autograph, dual tags. Let's read the back. Can I read the back? Let me just get in here. An unstoppable duo who thrived in clutch situations. True. Curry and Thompson established a golden era for Golden State. Also true. Setting the standard for perimeter play. They splashed from deeper and deeper as they led, sounds naughty, as they led the Warriors deeper and deeper into the playoffs, winning 4 titles and reaching the finals 6 times from 2015 to 2022. The enclosed game-worn used material and autographs are guaranteed by Panini. Flawless basketball. Big, big, big card right there. Already at $260. This does not include the buyer's premium, so well over $300,000 already. People, there's 6 days left. This thing is going to do otherworldly numbers. It is an incredible card. And again, the Splash Brothers are going to go down. We're going to talk about it forever. Anytime you hear the word Splash, you used to think about Daryl Hannah. Is that her name? Daryl Hannah, the blonde actress. Every teenage boy who grew up in the 80s knows who I'm talking about. But now when you hear the word Splash, the first thing you think of is these two cats right here, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, the greatest shooting backcourt of all time. Upper Deck Exquisite Numbers Dual LeBron and Michael. That's a pretty badass card right there. Let's see how many colors. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is... Again, man, this is what I almost don't like looking at Exquisite, because every time I look at it, I feel sad that I don't own any. I start thinking about getting into it, and then I see it's at $98,000. It's still got room to go. So maybe it's a good thing that I didn't dip my toes into that very expensive pool. But this one is at 98 and counting. How about LeBron James Gold Bowman Chrome Refractor, 87 and counting. Those are serial number to 50. Victor Wembanyama Gold Vinyl. Oh my gosh. So here we go. Okay, buckle up. It's going to get a little bumpy. We saw the LeBron James go for 400. We saw the Nikola Jokic Gold Vinyl downtown sell as well. Now we're getting the alien himself, Mr. San Antonio, the French... the greatest, soon to be the greatest French basketball player that's ever lived, in all deference to Rudy Gobert and Boris Diaw. He is going to be the greatest French basketball player that ever walked the face of the earth. And Tony Parker, I should have said, because he's the best, right? $86,054, 1 of 1, gold vinyl. This $86.54, you can ignore that crap all you want. You just ignore it. It means nothing. In fact, I am going to tell you guys, I think this is going to be on the top row for sure. And these are some serious cards up here. This is going to be on the top row with the Steph and Klay. And you know what else? Holy moly. I didn't even know this existed. I'm going to plead ignorance. I don't know anything at all about like ultra modern cards, but this seems important. It's a Nike swoosh patch for LeBron James, Lakers jersey, and a Logo Man, Luka Doncic, Lakers jersey, 1 of 1 from Flawless. Let's just read this. Flawless dual brand logo delivers a once-in-a-generation pairing of LeBron James and Luka Doncic, two transcendent talents united on a single 1 of 1 masterpiece featuring the unmistakable NBA Logo Man and a bold Nike swoosh game-use patch. This card captures both icons in stunning symmetry, framed with Panini's most luxurious and meticulously crafted design. Still factory sealed, it remains in pristine, untouched condition direct from Flawless. This is the only Flawless dual Logo Man of LeBron and Luka ever produced, solidifying its place among the most exclusive modern basketball artifacts, combining generational greatness and ascendant superstardom. This 1-of-1 embodies the intersection of eras and the pinnacle of high-end collecting, a true centerpiece for any world-class portfolio. I can't. That's a lot of superlatives. I can't disagree. That right there is going to win this auction. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it. It's not autographed. I think this is going to win the auction. Which is going to sell for the most? The Splash Brothers, the Victor Gold Vinyl, which is crazy to say, but it might. Or this is right here. This is really something. We got a Kobe Kaboom 2013 innovation. We got another LeBron James Logo Man. How about this? Our actual playing years LeBron James 2013 Miami Heat Logo Man. From Immaculate. We got a green Kaboom Klay Thompson. Greens in Kaboom land mean 1 of 1. That's going to go really large. We've got the gold vinyl downtown Anthony Edwards. Did all of these gold vinyls get pulled? Damn, they're 1 of 1s. I feel like we've seen all of the big ones. We saw LeBron. We saw Jokic. We're seeing Wembanyama, and we're seeing Anthony Edwards. Alt is apparently the place to sell your gold vinyl 1 of 1 downtowns. Obviously, the results have been absolutely overwhelming. Another LeBron James gold. We just saw the one that sold, the $98,000 PSA 10. Here's a same thing, 2024 Optic Gold Downtown BGS 9.5. How will the 9.5 compare to the PSA 10? And then we got another Steph Curry rookie. We saw what the PSA 10 did, right? Now we're looking at another BGS 9.5. So 2 cards where PSA 10 set the bar, and now we're looking at BGS 9.5 copies of those exact same cards coming 1 week later, and we're going to see how those cards end up as well. That's it, guys. That's the end of your video. Hope this gets your weekend off to a great start. I know I keep saying that, but I love coming in and doing these videos on Friday morning. It's just some real serious killer eye candy. We got to see a mix of ultra modern, artwork, right, combined with some Michael Jordan 90 stuff that makes people like me happy, old men like me. And then we've seen some of these incredible pieces that are going to end next week. I'm just going to go out on a limb. I'm going to tell you right now, the top row of Alt's weekly auction, the cards that we just previewed, the top row, just 3 cards, that's going over $1 million. Far and away, not even close. It took 10 cards to get to $1 million this week, and this was a big-ass auction. Those 3 cards are going over $1 million next week. I'm calling it right now. Somebody accused me. I just want to get this out of the way. Somebody accused me the other day, why don't you just admit that Alt pays you to make videos? Okay, I say that in every video that I do for Alt, for Fanatics, Card Ladder, BCW, Ship My Cards. I get paid to make content. Last time I checked, as a grown man and a father of 7 and a husband to a wife, it's not my responsibility or obligation to work for free. If I'm in here at 5:30 a.m. recording a video, you're damn right somebody's going to pay me for it. I'm not hiding behind that. So this gotcha type comment from somebody on Instagram saying, you're just talking about cards because they pay you. Yeah, genius, no kidding. That's kind of how it works. That's my job. I'm talking about the cards. I do try to stay a little bit measured in the way that I talk about cards. Am I excited about them? Hell yeah. Am I selling any of the cards I talked about today? I'm not. Do I own any of the cards that I talked about today? I do not, that I know of. Maybe I own copies of 1 or 2 of the cards, but that's really not what's going on here. So to throw out derogatory terms at me on Instagram, guess what that's going to get you? It's just going to get you blocked, right? And that's just the way it is. I'm 51 years old. I don't have time to defend myself earning money coming in on a Friday at 5:30 in the morning to make a video. I'm happy to do it. Alt is obviously happy to compensate me for doing it, as is Fanatics, as is all of my other affiliate partners, or they wouldn't be paying me. I always put my money where my mouth is. I buy from Alt on almost every single Thursday auction. In fact, I just paid for one last night that I picked up. I'm not telling you what it is because I've got a little secret side PC going on. So for the first time, I've got a little side piece collection going on. In fact, I got a really weird non-sport collection that I'm working my way through right now as well. Of course, you know I'm a set collector, so I'm buying some weird stuff. It's not basketball. It's not even sports. And so I'll reveal it when the time comes. And of course, nobody will watch the video because people that watch my channel only want to hear me talk about basketball cards, mostly Michael Jordan, but or auction recaps. So anyway, a lot of cool stuff going on. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Every video I do, I'm not hiding the fact that I am compensated as a content creator. It's literally listed in every single YouTube description for the thousands of videos that I've recorded. And so it's very much out in the open, and it is what it is. Again, nobody should be listening to anybody who creates content and doing what they hear. You should always make your own decisions. I guess maybe I needed to make that clear. I don't know. I feel like that goes without saying, that you don't just hear something, assume it's true, and go buy it, right? Or just hear how excited I am. If he's excited about it, I've got to go buy the card immediately. I pray to God nobody out there is doing that. I like to shed light on cards that sometimes are just fun to talk about, fun to look at, fun to conjecture about. Did it sell too high? Did it sell too low? Why is this card selling so high? How does this compare to this? How does a BGS 9.5 compare to These are fun things to talk about and conjecture about and talk through. And that's how we learn in the hobby. It's a little bit entertaining. At least I hope it is. And it should be educational, because as I make these videos, I'm learning. You guys are learning. Again, enough rambling. Have an awesome weekend. Ignore the haters. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.